Hi, this is going to explain to you how to do the protein database lab. So I'm on UniProt and I'm going to search for the hemoglobin beta protein. So I'm going to type hemoglobin beta up here and click on search. Now you're going to see a list of hemoglobin beta subunits. You can see that they're organized by organism, so you can click on entries. So I'll click on the mouse, the rat. I can scroll down to find others, a human, etc., etc. So I'm just going to click a few of these. Then I'll click on align. And what's going to happen is going to take all of these sequences and line them up. I'll run an alignment program. And it's going to compare each amino acid to each other and tell me where they're the same and where they're different. You can select tree to create a cladogram of these sequences. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the back button to bring me back to the sequences. I'm going to deselect the sequences that I'm no longer interested in comparing, so that I can compare two sequences to each other. Then I'm going to click align again to compare just two sequences so I can find out which percent are identical and different from each other. So it's going to run the alignment program again. Then I'm going to click on result info, and you can see when you scroll down here, it tells you the identity. So you can see how identical those sequences are to each other. Now for the next part of this lab, I'm going to search the hemoglobin beta protein of a bat. Let me just search for that. And it's going to report back these entries. And I'm going to pick one of these bat sequences. So let's say I pick the cave bat, the hemoglobin beta of the cave bat. Then this time I'm going to click blast. And it's going to search for default. You're going to search for this sequence in the database and report back the most similar sequences to this bat sequence. Now as report back similar sequences, I'm going to click on show all. Now I have a bunch of sequences, and you can see the identity of the sequences, and you can see the species in parentheses, and most of these look like bat sequences. You may have to search some of these if you're unsure what they are. So we just search that species. That is another bat. So you'll have to, do a Google search on some of these species to find out which ones are bats and which ones are not. So now that we have these sequences, we can test the hypothesis that if bats are in fact a monophyletic group. Now realize this is just one test. You would want to test other proteins. But if we scroll down, we check the species of these in parentheses, and we see this is a bat, this is a bat, this is a bat. We keep scrolling down. Then we get here, down here, this is not a bat. You have to do a Google search to find out what these organisms are. This is not a bat, but these two here are bats. So that's telling me that this group is not monophyletic, because if it was monophyletic, then the most closely related organisms would include only bats. But the fact that we have some of these organisms here that are clearly not bats, and then we continue with the bat group here, then we know that the bat group is in fact not monophyletic. Thanks.